Yo, what up? We back. We chillin'. DethRoweGamer here, back with another reaction. We are continuing our journey through To Pimp a Butterfly, and we are picking up on Momma. So this is the 9th track on the album. So we are halfway through this album, which has taken me a year because of the hiatus. But I'm working hard to knock these out. I'm still wearing the same shirt because I just recorded the other two ones. Don't judge me. But I'm going to try to get as many knocked out as I can and get these videos out for you guys because, one, I miss y'all. I miss you so much. Two, I really miss listening to these and reacting to these songs. As you can tell if you've seen the other videos, I really love this artist. I mean, he's phenomenal. I get so excited whenever I get ready to do one of these reactions, which it sucks that I've had to put it off for so long. But yeah, anyways, without further ado and without too much more rambling, we're going to hop right into Momma.
Oh shit! I need that. I need that sloppy. That sloppy.
Bro, what? Okay, listen. We can't have a song called Momma and the very first lyrics be like, I need that sloppy. What do you mean? Whose mom is this? Where can I meet? I'm just kidding. Anyways.
I need that. I need that sloppy. That sloppy. Like a Chevy in quicksand. Yeah. That sloppy.
This feeling is unmatched. This feeling is...
Wait, we can't just go past that like we didn't just hear. Is that sloppy like, we talk about the same thing and then he says it's like a Chevy in quicksand, like getting sucked under, like, damn.
That's sloppy.
This feeling is unmatched. This feeling is brought to you by adrenaline and good rap. Black Pendleton, ball cap.
West.
We don't share the same synonym, far back.
West.
Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. My innocence limited, the experience lacked. 10 of us with no tentative tactic that cracked.
The way that he's doing this, like, off beat, it's like off rhythm, like rap, is interesting. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just taking it in for a second. That's definitely I said catchy. It's different. It's interesting. I like it because it, again, like, I never know what to expect coming into these songs. Like, and every time they never fail to surprise me. So it's interesting the way that he does these like off cadence raps.
Share the same synonym, far back.
West.
Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. My innocence limited, the experience lacked. 10 of us with no tentative tactic that cracked. The mind of a literate writer, but I did it in fact. You admitted it once I submitted it, wrapped in plastic. Remember scribbling, scratching, diligent sentences backwards, visiting freestyle ciphers for your reaction. Now I can live in this stadium, pack it the fastest. Gambling Benjamin benefit, sending in traffic, spinning women in cartwheels, linen fabric on fashion, winning in every decision.
Okay. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. I don't know what's happening. There's just a lot of words that's coming at me so fast. It sounds good. There's just so much happening. Okay, let me look through these lyrics real quick. Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. My innocence limited, the experience lacked. 10 of us with no tentative tactics that cracked. So this is the thing, right off the bat, none of that makes any sense to me, and I'm trying to decipher it. I think the amount of the illiterate writer, but did it, in fact. You admitted it once I submitted it, wrapped in plastic. Interesting.
10 of us with no tentative tactic that cracked. The mind of a literate writer, but I did it in fact. You admitted it once I submitted it, wrapped in plastic. Remember scribbling, scratching, diligent sentences backwards, visiting freestyle ciphers for your reaction. Now I can live in this stadium, pack it the fastest. Gambling, Benjamin benefit, sending in traffic, spinning women in cartwheels, linen fabric on fashion, winning in every decision. Kendrick is master that mastered it, isn't it? Lovely how menaces turn attraction, pivoting rappers finish a fraction while writing blue.
Oh my god, bro, there's just so much happening. Like, this is another thing. Like, I talk about how his music always sounds so full. This is a little bit different because, like, there's not as much happening background music wise, but I think that's on purpose so he can have the focus set on what he's saying. And since he's saying a lot, it's still like I'm struggling to like cipher through all this, take in all this. I mean, I like it. I like it. It's just, it's a lot. Good Lord. This dude has a lot to say, and he makes sure that he gets it across in an interesting way.
Benjamin benefit, sending in traffic, spinning women in cartwheels, linen fabric on fashion, winning in every decision. Kendrick is master that mastered it, isn't it? Lovely how menaces turn attraction, pivoting rappers finish a fraction while writing blue magic. Thank God for rap. I would say it got me a plaque, but what's better than that? The fact it brought me back home.
We've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you.
I know everything.
Okay, so this is what it sounds like is happening to me. Again, I like to kind of think through these and let you guys go on this journey with me, and me give like my, I don't know, it's always interesting because I like to explain what I think is happening and then see in the end how close I am. But it sounds like all of these different things he experienced as he got famous. But at the end, he says the fact that it brought me home. It got him a plaque, but better than that, the fact that it brought him back home. So it sounds like him becoming rich and famous gave him the opportunity. I keep saying rich and famous. That sounds, I don't know. Anyways, him becoming successful. Let's say that. That sounds better. Him becoming successful made it to where he could live a better life. And because obviously it got him off the streets. It got him out of a bad area. But once you, it sounds like he's saying, I did some, I became successful. I did some stuff I wasn't proud of. I was tempted by the lifestyle, but I was able to overcome and resist the temptation in the end. And now I'm where I want to be. That's what it sounds like he's saying.
Know everything, know myself, I know morality, spirituality, good and bad health. I know fatality, my haunt you. I know everything, I know Compton, I know street shit, I know shit that's conscious. I know everything, I know lawyers, advertisement, and sponsors. I know wisdom, I know bad religion, I know good karma. I know everything, I know history, I know the universe works mentally. I know the perks of bullshit, is it meant for me? I know everything, I know cars, clothes, hoes, and money. I know loyalty, I know respect, I know those that's unreal. I know everything.
I wonder why he's saying I know, because this is the thing. I don't know if he's saying, like, anytime when someone says, oh, I know, da 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 da, it sounds like they are being, what's the best way to explain this? Sometimes when it's like, oh, no, I know that da 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 da, it sounds like they're talking about something they don't actually know about. But, so I don't know if he's saying it ironically or not. From what I've learned about Kendrick, it sounds like, or I feel like, if he was being genuine, these lyrics would say, I've learned, but he says, I know. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but it sounds like he's being facetious. I don't know, saying like, oh, I know all this stuff, da 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 da. So, I don't know. We'll see.
The lows, the groupies, the junkies. I know if I'm generous at heart, I don't need recognition. The way I'm rewarded, well, that's God's decision. I know you know that line's for Compton School District. Just give it to the kids, don't gossip about how it's distributed. I know how people work. I know the price of life.
You know what? Maybe he's saying he knows because he's learned this stuff. Because this is the thing. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I think that he's being disingenuous. I was trying to figure out if he was trying to come across that way, but as I'm reading through this a little bit more, and the reason that made me think that is because he says, I know everything. That doesn't sound like something that he would normally say. So I couldn't tell if he was, you know, being serious or not about like I know everything. But it sounds like he is naming a lot of stuff that he has like learned, because he goes, I know everything. I know Compton. I know the streets. Well, yeah, he does know Compton and the streets, but it's just weird to me that he keeps saying I know everything. So I'm just trying to figure out where all this is coming from.
No good karma, I know everything, I know history, I know the universe works mentally, I know the perks of bullshit, is it meant for me? I know everything, I know cars, clothes, hoes, and money, I know loyalty, I know respect, I know those that's unreal, I know everything, the highs, the lows, the groupies, the junkies, I know if I'm
He said I know those that's honorary, so someone that's honorary would, that feels like somebody would say I know everything, I think. It's interesting the way that he's doing this. I guess it's just got me baffled because again, like, Kendrick's really humble about, I say he's mostly humble about stuff. Like a lot of times when he writes his music, he, he's just humble. And the fact that he's going, I know everything. I don't know if he's talking from the perspective of like someone who's gotten rich and famous at one point. I say rich and famous again. But, you know, they've experienced all this stuff and it makes them feel like they know everything because they went from rags to riches. Whenever maybe he's trying to explain that, like, there's always more to learn. Like, you never just know everything. You always have the potential. Just because you've learned some stuff doesn't mean you know everything. Like, your journey of learning, like, never really ends. And I agree with that as well. Like, I try to be humble as well and try not to. I know a bunch of different things. I like to consider myself a jack of all trades when it comes to many things, but I'm always trying to learn more about things. Like I enjoy learning more. I enjoy learning whenever I think I know something about something and someone shows me that, you know, essentially that I'm wrong or misinformed. I enjoy learning more about that thing. I hope that makes sense. I'm rambling again. Sorry, I got ADHD.
Say hard, I don't need recognition. The way I'm rewarded, well, that's God's decision. I know you know that line's for Compton School District. Just give it to the kids, don't gossip about how it's distributed. I know how people work. I know the price of life, I'm knowing how much it's worth. I know what I know, and I know it well not to ever forget. Until I realized I didn't know shit the day I came home.
There it is, there's the line. Until I realized I didn't know shit the day I came home. That's what I was. So yeah, again, it was him like explaining like, oh yeah, I know all this stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing whenever, what's the best way to say this? Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses a lot. Motherfuckers keep getting dirty. Anyways, that's the sign of true intelligence, is realizing that you don't always know. It's always interesting to me whenever someone tries to explain to me how they know something so well, or how much they know. Because this is the thing. In all honesty, you can know a lot about something. Like I don't know. I'll use a mechanic, for example. I don't know how to repair cars. I know how to change my oil. I know how to change brakes. I know how to like do basic maintenance stuff. I don't know how to rebuild a fucking transmission. And so I would assume that there's someone out there that knows everything that there is to know about rebuilding a transmission. But I don't know. I feel like it's still pretentious to claim that you know everything, because I feel like a truer, even if you know everything there is to know about rebuilding a transmission, this is such a stupid metaphor, but I still feel like there's a difference between someone that says that they know everything there is to know about it, or someone that lets you know that, like, this is what I've done, this is what I've learned so far. I feel like I know one inside and out, but I'm always willing to learn. They're always changing. Cars are always changing. I want to make sure that I keep an open mind, and that I'm not only rebuilding transmissions that were built up until, you know, 2026. So I don't know. That might be a dumb analogy, but like that's kind of how it works. That's how it's working in my brain right now. Is like, of course, you can know all there is to know about a specific subject, but whenever I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between the mentality behind that. Just because you know everything about it, I feel like you should still be open to the idea that there's always more to learn. I don't know. Sorry, I'm rambling again. His lyrics get me just deep in thought with some of this stuff. But yeah, at the very end, but I realized I don't know shit the day I came home. So again, this sounds like him becoming successful, feeling like, oh, you know, like, oh, I came from the streets and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like, I know all this stuff. And then him realizing as he became humble through his experiences, like, I actually don't know as much as I thought I did. So this sounds more like the Kendrick that I've, you know, listened to as I've done these reactions.
We've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you.
So we've been waiting for you. Like, I like those breaks. So this is the chorus. And this song's interesting because the verses are really, really long. And then the chorus is just this simple. Usually the chorus is like this catchy like thing that happens. I mean, this is catchy. It's simplistic and it makes you feel good because he goes through and explains the things he's experienced and how he's finally come home. And then the chorus is, we've been waiting for you. So to me, and since the song is called Momma, it makes me feel about how parents would be proud of you once you've went on this journey and learned from it, and you've come back home and you're better from that journey. That's what this overall feels like, and it gives me these feel goods that's happening whenever it hits the we've been waiting for you, because it sounds like someone that's, you know, welcoming him back home and they're proud of him.
For you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you. I met a little boy that resembled my features. Nappy afro, gap in his smile. Hand-me-down sneakers bounce through the crowd. Running number home, men and women that crossed him. Sun beaming on his BDBs, exhausted. Tossing footballs with his ashy black ankles. Breaking new laws, mama passed on home training. He looked at me and said, Kendrick, you do know my language. You just forgot because of what public schools have painted. Oh, I forgot, don't kill my vibe, that's right, you're famous. I used to watch on Channel 5, TV was taken. But never mind, you're here right now, don't you mistake it. It's just a new trip. Take a glimpse of your family ancestor. Make a new list of everything you thought.
I like that so much. Obviously, like, he's saying some funny shit about the kid, but it's him painting the picture that, you know, of what he was like whenever he was younger. You know, flaws and all, which I enjoy. He really knows how to hit you in the feels with some of this stuff. This was just, I don't know, the visual of him becoming successful and then coming back and seeing kids that he, you know, relate to from whenever he was a kid. Obviously, they look up at him and they see, oh, it's Kendrick Lamar. He's like this, he's a big deal. Like, he's like super famous and, you know, da-da-da-da-da, and he sees this kid that's just a normal ass kid that he relates to, because whenever it's all said and done, yeah, he's KDot, he's famous, he's won, you know, multiple awards, he's written stuff but he's still just a human being, and he came from a very simple background starting out. So it's interesting seeing the contrast to where he is now, again pointing out, you know, what he was like when he was a kid. I really enjoy when he does that.
Tossing footballs with his ashy black ankles. Breaking new laws, mama passed on home training. He looked at me and said, Kendrick, you do know my language. You just forgot because of what public schools have painted. Oh, I forgot, don't kill my vibe, that's right, you're famous. I used to watch on Channel 5, TV was taken. But never mind, you're here right now, don't you mistake it, it's just a new trip. Take a glimpse of your family ancestor, make a new list of everything you thought was progress, and that was bullshit. I know your life is full of turmoil, you're spoiled by fantasies of who you are. I feel bad for you, I can attempt to enlighten you without frightening you. If you resist, I back off quick, go catch a flight or two. But if you pick destiny over rest in peace, then be an advocate. Tell your homies especially to come back home.
Oh, I like that. Okay, this song is... There's a lot going on. Like I at first, like, it was hard for me to figure out what was happening, but like, again, I'm digesting this. I'm literally thinking through this as I'm talking. This ain't no simple like walk in the park. He's got so much happening here. But in the very end, he says, then be an advocate, tell your homies especially to come back home. So again, I like that so much. He's trying to advocate that through all of this, through all the struggles, through everything he's been through, because this is the thing. Growing up, like, I got in a lot of trouble, and it was hard because I was hard-headed. I didn't want to listen. I always had to do shit the hard way and experience it myself. Someone could almost tell me not to stick my hand in a mousetrap because it would hurt, and I would still have to do that dumb shit, metaphorically, to feel the pain myself, and then I'd be like, oh man, I'm never doing that again, when I could have just taken their advice and not done it in the first place. I feel like Kendrick's real big on using his platform to let people know, like, hey, I've gone through these hardships and I've experienced these things. You don't have to do it too. I'm here to, like, explain these things to you. Don't go through the same stuff that I did. So I don't know. I really like that. Not only has he gone through this and he's come back home, he's also trying to make sure others know as well that it's okay for them to come back home. Oh, this is part 2. Oh.
This is the world premiere. This is the world premiere. This is the world premiere.
I've been looking for you my whole life, and every time for the feeling I can barely describe. When you reside, is it in a woman? Is it in money or man? Tell me something, got me losing my mind. You make me wanna jump. Let's talk about jump. Let's talk about jump.
The whole song changed. I don't even know what the fuck's happening. I thought I knew how to talk. I thought I knew what was happening and what the flow was so far, but once again, in the KDot fashion, he has, like, swapped it up, and I'm having to play catch up.
I've been looking for you my whole life, and every time for the feeling I can barely describe. Where you reside, is it in a woman? Is it in money or man? Tell me something, got me losing my mind. You make me wanna jump. Let's talk about jump. Let's talk about jump. Let's talk about jump. Let's talk about. I've been looking for you my whole life, and every time for the feeling I can barely describe. Where you reside, is it in a woman? Is it in money or man? Tell me something, I'm losing my mind. I say where you at, from the front to the back. I'm looking for you, I react only when you react. I thought I found you back in the ghetto when I was 17 with the 30th special. Maybe you in a dollar bill, maybe you're not real, maybe only the wealthy get to know how you feel. Maybe you're paranoid, maybe I don't need you anyway. Don't lie to me, I'm suicidal anyway. I can be your advocate, I can preach for you if you tell me what the matter.
Okay, so the last part of the song is interesting because he says, I've been looking for you my whole life, and appetite. I wonder if this represents, like, him chasing a certain feeling again, and then thinking that he has an idea of what it is as he, becomes famous, becomes successful, and then realizing it's not what he thought it was, and then he comes back home and he gets, this is the feeling I've been looking for. All right, well, let's read the about and see. This has been a hell of a song, y'all. We're about to get into the about, and every time I get here, what happens is I get, like, hit with some super realization moments. So let's this could be a minute. We'll see. Okay, Momma tells of the personal growth and self-realization that Kendrick experienced after having perceived against the internal struggles hold on. That felt weird the way I read it. Momma tells of a personal growth and self-realization that Kendrick experienced after having persevered. That's what the word is. That's why that didn't sound right. Listen. Actually, don't listen. I won't fucking talk about it. Persevered against the internal struggles he described as Lucy in the preceding track for sale. Ended with Kendrick's poem, "The evils of Lucy all around me, so I went running for answers until I came home." Oh, God, there it is. There it fucking is, until I came home. And now he's talking about coming home. Brother, the way he tied all that stuff together is so good. Okay. Kendrick mentions of returning home. Kendrick's mention of returning home can be interpreted in many different ways at the same time. So this is what I'm interested in, is like him talking about returning home and what it means to him. Kendrick literally returning home to Compton. Recall from the outro in Good Kid, Mad City's Real, that Kendrick's mama asked him to come back and tell his story to the kids in Compton. Bro, if y'all haven't seen my reaction to Good Kid, Mad City, go watch that. That was an emotional roller coaster. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking cried, bro. And it took all I had not to have a complete emotional breakdown, because those were some real feelings I was having. Like, that album is, this one is too, but that was so good. And whenever, at the very end, his mom was talking about how proud she was, and oh my God, I couldn't hardly take it. It took all I had to keep my shit together while I was making that. So anyways, so that was one part. The other one is Kendrick returning to Africa, aka the motherland. He actually went to South Africa in 2014, a trip that inspired much of this album. Oh, I didn't know that. And then Kendrick returning to his former pre-fame self. So that's the one that I was thinking the most. Him being his pre-fame self, but obviously he's had experience. He's experienced life a little bit more, so he doesn't, make the same mistakes that he made, for his former pre-fame self. Anyways, although it's never explicitly stating, there are some hints that suggest that Momma is in fact referring to the Africa, as Kendrick is returning back home to the motherland. For example, take note in Kendrick's conversation with the boy in verse 3, and the final poem Kendrick recites in Mortal Man. The song also is reminiscent of Tupac's Dear Mama from 1995, album Me Against the World. Funny enough, the two albums were released exactly 20 years from each other, and both Dear Mama and Momma come ninth on their respective track list. Oh, that's dope. So I've never listened to Dear Mama by Tupac. I've never really listened to... I heard a little bit of Tupac because I was born in 88. So it was popular when I was a kid. So I remember hearing it, a little bit growing up and throughout my life. I've heard a little bit of Tupac here and there. So I'd be interested in doing a dive into his discography and seeing more about that. But yeah, this one, Momma was a good song. I like this. There was a whole lot to unpack, and it took me a minute to figure out what was happening. But yeah, again, it felt like, and they're saying this one means more of him. Home is him going to Africa. But I'm sorry, I don't know. The way the lyrics are, I feel like, the day I came home was him overcoming his obstacles and becoming the person who he feels like he was meant to be. That's what I feel like the day I came home means. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I always enjoy reading them and talking to you guys about that stuff. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this one. This was a really good one, as always. I enjoy his music. There's always so much going on. This one didn't get too wild and crazy with the music in the background. There was some weird stuff that was happening right at the end with some of the instrumentals, but I don't know. This one was just good. I just liked it. So Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys once again from the bottom of my heart. You're amazing. I'm going to do whatever I can to get out the last 6 songs on this album, and then figure out where to go from here. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe whenever I get deeper into the album, we'll start trying to figure out what to react to next. But right now, I'm just going to focus on finishing To Pimp a Butterfly. This album's been phenomenal. Everybody told me how much I was going to like it. Did not doubt that one little bit. And honestly, I couldn't comprehend how much I would have. I couldn't have comprehended then how much I would have enjoyed it as much as I'm enjoying it now. I hope all that makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but anyways, appreciate you guys as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.